Happy Valentine's Day! Hello there, guys. It's me, Matt. Planning to do another new Matt Talks today because I haven't done a Matt Talks in like the longest time, so I decided to do like a Matt Talk, but like a month recap of everything that's happening, like brand new shows, brand new drama, brand new weirdness, plus PewDiePie's weird cringe song called Coco Melon, which I'm kind of interested of hearing it, but I do not know what it is. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first, we're going to talk about small little subjects that are happening like around the social media time. So if you guys have not heard, this lady called Gina Canero, um, she is fired from being in any future Star Wars things. Like, she cannot be in The Mandalorian, she can, be in any Star Wars projects because she said something very offensive. Now, when I first heard the news, I was upset because I was mostly just focusing on, like, her character development in Star Wars and not by what the comments she said. And also, I didn't even see the comments, so I didn't even know how bad, how racist, or how, how the craziness that happened from the comment. But when I went more deeper into the comment, it is pretty bad. And I think Disney did a right decision to fire her. I mean, it is disappointing to see that she will no longer be in any Star Wars movie or any Star Wars project or any in Mandalorian season 3. But I think they can figure out a solution to that because they do not want like bad influence, which is something that they need to work on. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. The other thing that has been happening around the internet is that last month JoJo Siwa came out. I just literally just remember this, and literally everyone was going crazy. It literally blew up the internet, and James Charles shaved his head. I'm not gonna talk too much about that because it's pretty old, and honestly, James Charles shaving his head was like yesterday, but he shaved his head, and do not know why. Maybe it's a representation of of cancer or something, or maybe he just want to shave his head. I really don't know. The next thing that we're gonna be talking about, this is still part of the little like short because there's more things that I'm gonna talk about that are longer. Is that this channel called SML, which is like a Super Mario Plus channel. Um, he could potentially get sued for using Nintendo characters. Now I know you may be thinking like, wow, why won't Nintendo sue this person from using Mario characters? Well, the thing is that he is not really making Nintendo's image of like a friendly company. He's not really making that image because he say like bad words, slurs, and other bad stuff. But in his recent channel, which was Super Bowser Logan, he changed his ways, and he did make some jokes here that were slightly inappropriate, but he never cursed, he never saying bad words. He probably said like minor bad words, like maybe like but like the A word, and yeah, that's pretty much the only bad word that they mentioned. But I think it's a little interesting that they decided to give him a cease and assist letter to him like after this, because he has been doing this for like 13 years, and they decided to like give him a letter like all of a sudden telling him like you can't use my character, you can't use characters, you can't use your characters for the thumbnail and everything. Yeah, it's kind of shocking, but they have different ideas, and they're saying that they're going to try and figure out ways to still try to post their content but in different ways, because they have some puppets that they created because they were worried about this, and they actually figured figured things out, and I think overall it's going to be pretty okay for them. About the big things that are happening very recently. I know that I said the last few were very little, but this is the biggest one that came out actually like last week. It is what's it called, the brand new Super Bowl, like the Super Bowl. I do have to say the Super Bowl was very interesting this year. I know they had to do like COVID-19 restrictions, but they did it pretty well. I think they handled the show very well, and the cases did went up a little bit, but overall it was pretty decent. Like it nothing crazily happened. And it was very smart because the weekend actually figured out ways to actually implement mask during his halftime show, which I thought was really genius. So we're gonna talk about everything that happened in the Super Bowl. I know it was old. I was actually really planning on making this video like literally like the day of the Super Bowl, but I just didn't really have time. But today's the day I finally have time to do it. So, the day we're, preparing to do the Super Bowl. So, in the beginning of the Super Bowl, we obviously saw, the two teams, the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. And I was kind of rooting for the Chiefs because I thought that the Buccaneers were a little overrated and Tom Brady needs to top and maybe retired, just saying. But overall, it was a pretty interesting halftime show. Not halftime show, I mean, pretty interesting football game. And to be quite honest, probably one of the most disappointing. I know it was interesting, but it was very, very disappointing. And I say that because literally every single maybe for a quarter, like one of the first quarters, literally the Buccaneers have been scoring. All the Chiefs have literally been scoring because they put it into the the I don't want to say the goal. What's it called again? Yeah, I don't know what's it called, but into the thing where you kick and it's I would like to call it a like a touchdown, but it's not really a touchdown. But yeah, they only won because they only got like 9 points because they kick it in, like that's I don't want to say that's sad, but like they didn't even score a touchdown at all. It was really disappointing. I was expecting way more from the Chiefs, but the Buccaneers obviously won, and I'm going to be talking about the halftime show, and then we will go back to the second quarter, which I don't really want to talk about because the second quarter was also really, really crap. Because the Buccaneers, I think, only scored in like the third quarter, the third quarter, and like the after the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm not really a football guy, so if you're a football guy and I'm not saying my terms right, I'm sorry. So yeah, the weekend was interesting. I kind of did like it because it was a nostalgia bit for me. I guarantee that if you were like my age, you were probably going on like a emotional nostalgia roller coaster. But the thing is that the weekend was so cringe. Like literally, he was like, "She don't be nobody." Like he was literally shaking the camera. He was in some weird setting. I know he was trying to tell a story, and I think it was creative that he was trying to tell like a unique story about like a drunk person, because technically that I think that's what he's trying to talk about. But the thing is that it was very, very weird of what he was trying to tell. And also I felt like the Super Bowl was very, very short. I do not know if it's me or if it's you guys, but I felt like it was very short. I expected way more. But I guess they just really did. And when I looked online on like other Super Bowl shows, literally it was the same exact thing. Literally, it was literally the same exact time. Like if you go to like J-Lo, which was like a strip concert, it was like 14 minutes. If we look at like Maroon 5, that was also 14 minutes. And the weekend was also 14 minutes, which I'm really shocked because I really felt like it was shorter than how it was. Another thing that I also want to bring up is that the weekend was surprisingly interesting. Just like the show, the way they did mask, I did have to say that that was creative because this is the first time they have to do a Super Bowl during a pandemic, but I think it was a crazy idea for them to wear masks and implement them in many unique ways. So props to the weekend for that. So overall, I'll say the Super Bowl show was decent, but they couldn't been better stuff with it. Okay, so now we're going to the second half, which, like I said, I'm not going to talk too much because it was literally like the first half of the game. Literally, no one scored a touchdown. I think the Buccaneers scored the third quarter, but in the fourth, no one scored. It it was very sad. I really think that the Chiefs had potential, and they were really close. Like, they have to admit, they were really close to maybe scoring like a touchdown or two. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. A touchdown or two. But I just think that they kind of fell on their defense, and that's how they lost. So technically, Tom Brady got another ring, yo. Yeah, really weird. Tom Brady got another ring. Great, really great. That's pretty much the end of the video. Hope you guys still have a fantastic Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace and have a epic day.